Deepest, Darkest Secret, Chapter 1. It's late January. The temperature tonight is frigid in the small southern town of Prelo, Louisiana. Officer Troy Hebert drives cautiously through the part of the city known as Old Town. The streetlights cast a soft glow on the ground. The stores are empty and dark. He peers into the alleyways between the buildings, keeping an eye out for anyone who may be out and up to no good. But even the criminals are inside on this freezing cold night. The sight of a lone child passing under the streetlight in front of the local ice cream parlor startles him. His best guess is that the boy can't be more than 7 or 8 years old. He pulls his patrol car to the curb, picks up his radio, and lets dispatch know he's getting out on a pedestrian check. He steps out and walks to the sidewalk. As he slowly approaches the child, he thinks this must be the worst night for anyone to be wandering around the streets of Old Town, alone or not. Located on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain, Prelo doesn't normally see temperatures below freezing. Tonight, the weatherman is predicting snow, an extremely rare occurrence this far south. The adults in town know that whatever weather comes their way will not be anything like real snow. They may get a dusting of fine ice, just enough to freeze on the ground, or maybe some small icicles. The children, however, are going to bed with dreams of making snowmen and not having to go to school the next day. Here in southern Louisiana, the citizens are not prepared for real snow. When there's ice on the roads here, or even just the chance of it, the whole city practically shuts down. Stores are closed, schools are closed, and the residents stay inside until the roads are safe to travel. Only the essential businesses stay open, the hospitals and gas stations mostly. Their employees and the first responders are the only people approved to be out and about. For this reason, the streets of Prelo are eerily still and quiet tonight. Families are hunkered down in their homes. Fireplaces are lit, hot chocolates being passed out, movies are playing on the television. Every inhabitant of every house, including the pets, is huddled under an enormous blanket. Most officers would be complaining about the sheer boredom nights like this spring. Not Troy. He dreams of nights like this, nights that make it seem like the world is at peace, like good has triumphed. He's able to spend time with God while he's not chasing criminals. The boy is roughly 4 feet tall, with dirty blonde hair that falls over his ears and eyebrows. Troy isn't good at guessing people's weight, but he's not a healthy weight. His cheeks are sunken in. The t-shirt he's wearing looks like it's hanging on a skeleton. In the soft glow from the streetlight, he also notices the boy's expressionless, tear-streaked face. Troy proceeds slowly so as not to startle him. At 6 foot 2 inches, Troy can be intimidating to children. Moving his blonde hair away from his eyes and thinking he needs a haircut, he straightens his belt and quietly calls to the boy. "Hey, little guy, what are you doing out here all alone?" The boy shows no sign that he heard the officer. He stares straight ahead and keeps walking. His pace reminds Troy of someone sleepwalking in a movie. Is that really how people act when they're sleepwalking? Troy's never met someone who walks in their sleep. Is that what's happening here? Maybe zombie fiction isn't just fiction. His thoughts go down the fantasy novel path for a second or two. Aren't there drugs people take that make them zombie-like? Surely this kid isn't on drugs, is he? It seems they're starting younger and younger these days. Even here in Prelo, they've made their fair share of drug busts. Troy matches the boy's small steps. "What's your name?" he asks. He receives no response. "Where are your parents?" "Do you know where you live?" Each question is met with the same blank expression, the same silence, adding to Troy's concern. He's leery of reaching out to the child, unsure of the reaction that would cause. Would he scream? Would he break down crying? Would he run? Instead, Troy continues to walk beside him to ensure he doesn't walk himself straight into danger. As they approach the corner, the boy shows no sign of stopping. On a normal night, he'd be worried about the child being hit by some fool running a stop sign. That really shouldn't be a problem tonight, but he also can't just follow this kid around for hours on end. What can he do? He takes a few normal steps and is quickly ahead of the boy. Turning to face him, he crouches down so he's eye level with him. With his path blocked, the boy stops. There's no eye contact. Other than the cessation of movement, there's no indication that the boy even realizes Troy is in front of him. "What you doing, buddy?" Troy asks. He prays he sounds as friendly as possible. He wants the boy to feel comfortable. "You can't be walking into the street, man. You're going to get yourself hurt." Troy takes a closer look at the child's clothes. He's dressed in a short-sleeved superhero t-shirt and sweatpants. His tiny feet are bare, not even a pair of socks. It's way too cold out here for this. Troy wonders how he's not shivering. He takes off his police-issued heavy coat and cautiously reaches around to drape it onto the boy's shoulders. Fortunately, there's no adverse reaction to this. Unfortunately, there's no reaction at all. Fairly certain that the boy won't bolt if he touches him now, Troy takes the boy's shoulders in his hands and turns him around, pointing him back in the direction from which they came. With a gentle hand on his back, he nudges the boy to start walking again. The boy begins walking, moving at the same pace as he was before. Troy maintains a steady one-sided conversation as they slowly make their way back to his patrol car. Once they're close, he again takes a few normal steps to get in front of the boy, and he leans down, smiling. "I'm going to give you a ride in a police car," Troy informs him, with excitement in his voice. "You can sit in the front seat and be my partner for the ride." He opens the passenger side door of the patrol car. Staring straight ahead, the child makes no movement towards the door. Troy sighs. This is going to be a long night. Gently, he reaches out and picks up the boy.